I remember this time my friend taught me how to do flower arrangement readings. And it's so cool because flowers vibrate at all different frequencies and they have their own personalities just like us. When you tap into it, you can pick up those personalities all on its own. Like, you're not even doing a reading with it for a person. Just by themselves, they have these different personalities. Sometimes my schedule doesn't allow me to really nurture flowers, so I stay away from that. But I love doing flower arrangement readings when I get a chance. I tried doing it with artificial flowers, but it's not the same because living flowers it holds a certain frequency and it's like they're talking to you. In this video, you're gonna see me doing 2 readings with flowers, and it's really fun because when you do flower readings, it brings out this child and creativity energy inside of you. So you don't think of trying to memorize anything. Like sometimes when you use tarot cards, you're trying to memorize symbolisms and meanings, and it kind of takes away from feeling childlike and loosely saying what you want to say. But when you're looking at flowers, it's like, oh, this one feels sad, this one feels happy. It's like this energy that makes you just say things and it just flows. So in a sense, I want to say that if you are getting more into using your intuition, flower readings are really good to start off with. So these 2 videos that I'm going to show you, flower arrangement readings, I didn't really have time to explain what I was thinking and feeling while I was doing the reading because the client was right there in front of me. So I'm going to kind of explain it now, how to do it. So that way, when you watch the video, maybe you'll be able to connect with it and understand why I said certain things. But to show you how to do it, first of all, is you want to connect with the flowers. You want to really be one with them. And partly you want to use your imagination, because when you use your imagination, you're not using your logical mind. You're acting like a child and you're just saying whatever comes out. And you want that. You don't want any filters. You want to say what comes to you and what you really feel. So the first thing you want to do is you have them create the flower arrangement. And then you connect to it. So with intention, in order to connect, you're going to visualize a gold light beaming from your third eye and a gold light beaming from your heart. And it's coming together as one point. And this one point is connecting to the vase or to the flower arrangement. And as it connects to this flower arrangement, you turn the vase around and you look at it in different directions. You let this gold lights that cross over, almost like crosshairs, and you kind of look at the flowers through that. And as you do that, you'll get things from your third eye of information and feelings from your heart at the same time. And as you connect to it and look at it, you also want to have that playful energy inside of you and not take things too seriously. So you don't want to like concentrate and look at the vase so closely. You want to pull it back, connect with the gold light from the third eye and the heart, laser beaming out to this vase and this arrangement of flowers, but also pull back so you can see everything and you can feel everything as well. It's almost like as if you were in a conflict with somebody and you're too close to the situation, you can't see everything. So you kind of got to pull back so you can see how everything connects. So that's the first thing you want to do. So again, you're going to breathe in and out and visualize gold light coming through your third eye and your heart. And you want to make sure it connects to a point and connect to this flower arrangement. So as you're looking at this flower arrangement and you're breathing in and out, just go with what you feel. And the more you practice this, of course, the easier it's going to get. So don't expect just the first time it's going to be totally accurate. Everything takes practice. And as you turn the vase around and you're looking at the flowers, the first thing you want to do is you want to find out who's this person you're doing the reading for. So say my client's name is Matt, for example. So what you want to do is, as you're beaming these energies out and you're turning the vase, kind of look at the vase, and sometimes you might have to close your eyes to reset and see which flower stands out to you, which one is Matt. When you find out which one is Matt, then you know that all the other flowers is connected to this one flower, Matt. So now you have to figure out, how are they connected to him? Who are these people? Who are these flowers around him? And why is Matt a certain way? Why is his flower shorter than the rest, or taller and hovering over the rest, or in the back of everybody? So first you have to figure out where he is, what position he's in, and why he's there. Then you know what he's going through with this situation. So maybe like with this family situation, you know where what he's going through and who's affecting him in different ways. Then after that, then you also breathe in and out, and you look at the other flowers from a distance, kind of pull back a little bit. And you can see the different colors and sizes. Maybe one is separate, maybe it's far away from the rest. And maybe it's looking down, maybe it looks like it doesn't have enough energy. Maybe it feels sad or distant. Maybe that's a person that's going through something. Maybe one of the flowers is high and hovering over everybody else. And maybe this flower, maybe the one flower that they use reminds them of like their grandmother, or reminds you of your grandmother. And then you know that it's a grandmother energy. Or maybe it's someone that's passed away, or somebody that's still alive but is just mothering over everything. So as you see the way the flowers are arranged, then you can figure out who's who, and you can figure out why they look a certain way and why they pick those certain colors. And it's not just logical, you know, there is, it's the subconscious mind is picking and formatting this, but you also have to use your intuition to make the connection on who is who and why they are doing this. And because there's times when I would do readings and I could still say, oh, you have a brother and a sister? And they'll say yes. And obviously to me that these two flowers represent the brother and the sister, but not to anyone else. So you still are using your intuition, and you're going with your feelings, because you have to determine how these people make him feel and why these people are affecting him. Sometimes I see flowers one way, and then I see someone put the flowers another way. So it's like two families splitting in half, you know, like separation of some sort. Or sometimes I see like a family here, but it's all facing one way. You know, like a lot of flower arrangements, Japanese flower arrangements, they have it all facing one way only. And sometimes when it's like that, it's like showing that the person doesn't want to show another side to them. Or it also could mean they want to let go of their past and they want to move forward. So that's also another possibility. It's good to try and practice this with someone you don't know, because then you can really use your intuition and pick up some stuff. And it's really fun to do. It's very lighthearted, but at the same time, you do sometimes pick up some things that they need to hear and some messages. And that's why I suggest trying this route first, because you don't know what you're going to expect sometimes. And that's the best part, because when you pick up these feelings and you get confirmation from them, then you know that you're also using your intuition and not just your logical mind. When you tap into the flowers and they're talking to you, they're telling you things. They're telling you if they're sad or happy, or if they're dancing in the sunlight, you know, and that's the kind of thing that you have to pick up. But when somebody is making the flower arrangement on their life, it's a little bit different, because now they're one with the flowers, because they're concentrating on how to place the flowers and which ones to pick. So now their energy is on these flowers, and that's what makes it easy to do the reading, because you're tapping into basically what the client is doing, their subconscious mind. Sometimes different colors means different things too. Like sometimes if you see a big flower and it's like orange and floppy and it looks like something you would put on a grandma's hat, you know, then you might say, oh, it's a grandmother energy. Maybe it's something small and cute and it's like way down in the bottom of the vase. Maybe it's something that wasn't even born yet. So it's all different ways you can look at it and feel. Sometimes you might even see that big flower, but it's like on the bottom, and that might mean something too. But you also have to tap into the energies to pick up the connections and the translation on the why. But it makes it easier because you're not, like I said, you're not analyzing and trying to figure out the meanings of symbols and things. You're just going on your gut. So I hope that kind of explained it a little bit. I wanted to do this explanation before the videos because, like I said, I wasn't able to explain it while I was doing the reading. So kind of reversed it, kind of explained it ahead of time. But check it out. You can use the scissors if you want. You don't have to. You can just arrange it and put it in here any way you want. And just take your time. I'll just like fast forward. So the first thing I'm going to tell you I see is because it's like this with, let me show the camera. Because it's like this with the back, there's like a back and a front to it. So it shows me that you went through a lot in your past, but you're pushing forward. So you're trying to not let the things from your past affect you today. And you must have went through some kind of transformation or change to allow that to happen. So this, to me, it's not a young person. Usually when I see a small flower in the front, it's a young child, usually that you're worried about. This is like an older child that you're worried about. And so it's an older child that you're worried about that went through things, and you're trying to heal them or help them to get better, or to help them to heal from a past in some way. These are also part of them as well. So these might be your children, and it feels like this is like a support system to bring this person to be healed, to bring this child to be healed. It's interesting because she's older, but at the same time she's younger in soul or in spirit. So in that sense, your support system is going to bring her up or help change her.
That's pretty crazy.
This is yellow is like an intuition for me. So it's like saying that your intuition and connection between everyone in your family is actually really strong, and it's going to help pull her up. But here's the funny thing. This one is the guy, not the girl. So in other words, he's very sensitive and in heart.
Yeah.
So he's this big guy, but super sensitive in heart, you know? And it's funny because this one's a girl, but she's the opposite.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so on point.
Now, remember when I said this is you, right?
Yeah.
I think this is going to be connected to you pretty soon.
Don't tell me that. I really like the your interpretation of this back part, because that makes absolute 100% sense to me.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly where I'm at in my life right now.
Yeah. Like nothing's there. Like whatever had happened, it's done. It's over. Nothing can be changed. You know that. And you're just moving everything forward. Even this is interesting. Like these, to me, this is, even if it's still in the front of these flowers, I feel like this is something to do with past. So I want to say this might be relatives that are still here, but they're older and you don't connect with them, or you're not connected to them. And they're older too. Like I want to say like in their 60s or 70s or something like that.
These, you know, the older relatives, like, why are they there? And what's their role in my future? And very accurate. With flowers. That's pretty crazy. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I can tell you more about this one after or later.
Okay.
And then for some reason, grandparents pop into my head a lot. So I feel that they're still around, yeah. Because it's like they're like respected, very highly respected. And these are what makes me think of your grandparents. These flowers, these different types of flowers, like they're the top of it. They're the family tree kind of thing. And then this is like all your relatives or the people that you really worry or care for. I kind of feel like this is you, and it's like they depend on you in some sense, or like you're the one that's helping these people or helping them. But then it's interesting because there's another red flower on this side, so I feel like there might be one more person that is looked upon that way. And then I also see these flowers on the bottom of the vase that are hiding. And for me, it's like saying that there's some of your relatives, like younger children, that maybe there's some kind of secret or something that people don't like talking about in some way. Does any of this make sense?
All of it is making sense. It's scarily accurate. Like, today's my grandfather's birthday.
Oh my god.
And I just spoke to him on the phone this morning. I just sent down money for him. And this is my grandmother's favorite flower.
Oh my goodness.
So the fact that you would like bring that up is like amazing. And then yeah, like family is like everything to me. And I have tons of nieces and nephews. I have like over 50 nieces and nephews. So everything you're saying is like really resonating with me. Even like what you were saying about like, you know, secrets, like there's things in our family that we like to like sweep under the carpet, we hide.
Wow.
So yeah, like
that's awesome.
That's great. You got all of that from just like this flower arrangement. And when I was arranging it, I was just like, oh, let me pick the pretty ones.
Well, I hope you found this interesting, and if you did, please like and subscribe and try it out. Go back to the beginning of the video and kind of watch for the directions and how I do it, and try it with your friends. Like if you have a group of people and they all bring someone that nobody knows, they can partner up with that person and practice. And they all have a flower arrangement to bring home with them at the end. So it could be kind of fun. Let me know how it goes in the comments down below.